So many of you get ready to take to the road this Memorial Day weekend. There is a major question. Who's watching out for you at the gas pump?
The Contact 5 investigators spent the past few months inspecting gasoline at stations throughout our area. They found some surprising results that have already caused the state to take some action. Contact 5 investigator Dan Krauth joining us tonight with more on what he discovered. Dan?
Shannon, when you fill up at the gas pump, you assume you're getting quality fuel. We discovered sometimes you're getting more than just gas. You're getting something that could do some serious damage to your car. You can't see what you're putting in your gas tank, but Carrie Warwick sure could feel it after filling up.
And the whole car started vibrating. And then it would just go a tiny bit and then buck, and then go a little bit and then buck. I got maybe 100 yards.
Her car towed, her tank emptied.
It's really frustrating and it makes me mad.
She's not alone. This West Palm Beach mechanic had 4 cases in just 3 weeks.
Depending on the car, it could get really, really expensive.
The Contact 5 investigators wanted to know who's protecting you at the pump. We're just trying to get to the bottom of why there's bad gas. What we found surprised customers.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
And resulted in the state taking action.
It's kind of a safety issue for the public.
It's the Department of Agriculture's job to inspect gas stations.
Take a 45-cent sample.
Checking pumps and gas quality.
You know, if they look good to me, doesn't mean they're always good. That's why we send it to the lab.
Samples are sent here to Fort Lauderdale.
This is the State of Florida Bureau of Petroleum Inspection Laboratory,
where we got access behind locked doors. You'll find a lot of high-tech gadgets inside, but they also check gas the old-fashioned way. You just do basically the visual test, right?
It's strictly a visual test. This is a sample that does have sediment and suspended matter in it.
It looks like rust.
And that would be considered a substandard product and unusable in a vehicle. You can clog filters, you can clog injectors.
We discovered pumps at 14 stations in our area were shut down just last year. Plus another 14 have not been inspected in more than 12 months. And get this, there's no state law requiring them to be. So we took our own samples at 10 stations from Fort Pierce to Lake Worth. After letting our samples sit here overnight, I was surprised to discover sediments at the bottom of not just 1, but 2 of our gas samples. It's hard to see on camera, but the state says it's enough to shut down the pumps. State inspectors then took their own samples and take a look. They shut down pumps at both stations. At the Sunoco on South Military in Lake Worth, and at the Texaco on Okeechobee in West Palm Beach, where we spoke to a longtime worker. They're trusting you to give them good gas.
Well, what is it doing for good gas?
State records show this isn't the first time the state shut down their pumps. In fact, it's the second time in less than a year.
But that was rectified.
That was rectified. What did you have to do to rectify it? Because it's happened again in 6 months.
Well, they put some special filters and stuff.
It's not the first time at the Sunoco either. It's the second time since October. Please tell the owner to contact me. Thank you. The owner never called, but his spokesperson did. So you're fighting the process, and if there is sediment in the gas, it could have come from the refinery or the transportation company. And that's the big question. What's in the gas, and where is it coming from?
That would be rust coming from inside the tank.
How the trash gets in there, I don't know.
Whatever it is, drivers like Carrie don't want to be looking back, wondering.
We don't need to have that added stress and worry when we go to the gas station.
The state shut down the pumps at both stations for about a week until the owners filtered the gasoline. The state then re-inspected the gas, making sure it was clean before reopening those pumps. Shannon and Michael, it's not just sediment. A little bit of water inside a gas sample could shut down the pumps and also do some damage to your vehicle.
Unbelievable. And inspectors, I mean, there are not many of them throughout the state. Is that right? Their workload is pretty massive.
It is. State workers won't necessarily tell you that, but the gentleman we just heard from, he's in charge of 300 stations alone in Palm Beach County.
Incredible.
And in a day and age when we're all trying to get more mileage out of our vehicles, it's something that hopefully you'll have the state paying more focus and heed to.
And we will continue following this for the next few months.
Dan, thanks so much.
Sure.
Our story doesn't end there. You can head to WPTV.com to look up the latest inspection results for any gas station near you. You can also hear from mechanics about warning signs and watch firsthand what bad gasoline looks like and how it's tested.